Welcome back to another episode of Ace Adobe. We've been going through Adobe Photoshop where I've showed you how to do a few basic things in Photoshop, like removing an object from your image, manipulating layers, creating glow text, and more, just so you can create something awesome with Photoshop. For this month's program, we're going to be going through the process of removing a background of an image. It's super simple, and it really only takes one tool to have that accomplished. So, let's get started. I'm working today with an image of one of our little libraries. This is the one located at Oceanfront Park, and I'm going to start by unlocking this layer so that I can manipulate it. And then in the Tools panel, I'm going to hover over here to this button, right-click, and choose the Quick Selection tool. This will then allow me to automatically select any part of my image. So I'm going to select the little library. I'm going to make the size of just a bit bigger, probably like that. And then I start drag. And as you see, as I drag, it will automatically select the part of the image that it thinks I want it to choose. So we're going to go down until that is selected. And you'll see it mostly got it right, but there are a few things like this trash can here and this grass here that it didn't do correctly. So to fix that, I select this minus button and that will get rid of anything. And once again, it'll do it automatically. Get rid of that trash can. Get rid of this, that. And then once my object is selected, I go up here and click Select and Mask. And that will show me what objects in my image I have selected. I'm going to change the view mode to overlay. And this will show me very clearly what I have and have not selected in my image. Then I'm going to zoom in a bit. And from here, I'm just going to clean up a few of these edges first using this Quick Select tool. So as you can see, there are just a few small spots that it got incorrectly that I'm just going to touch up. Down here, got that incorrectly. Right here. So I'm just really fine-tuning these so that it looks perfect. Go back up the stem and make sure that there aren't any more small imperfections. Right along the edge here, you can see there are just a few spots where I missed it. And then a little bit right here. And I will say that this is actually one of the easier ones I've done this with. Some of them are pretty difficult to select and mask because of the way the image is taken. It helps if you have an image with a blurred background where it's very easily distinguishable. And then I'm going to go back to the plus tool, and I'm actually going to change from the quick select to just the regular brush tool, because this will allow me to really make sure that I have everything I need and that nothing has been cut off, just like you're using a paintbrush. Go down the stem, check that out. Do a few more adjustments. Go all the way up. And I think that's pretty much perfect. But I'm also, just for the sake of the tutorial, going to show you these tools here, these global refinements. This allows you, once you have selected everything in your image, to smooth out your cuts, to feather them if you don't want it to be too hard of a line. I'm just going to leave it though because I kind of like it that way. And then you can also shift the edge of your selection. So shifting it this way will expand it outward. Shifting it this way will expand it inward. But we're just going to leave it at the default setting at 0%. And then from there, we go to Output Settings, Output to, New Layer, and then OK. And you'll see now we have just the little library selected. And this is honestly where you can really see how you did with your selection. So for the most part, we did pretty good. I honestly could have hardened these edges a bit so that it wouldn't look so fake, I guess you could say. And that would be in one of those global refinement tools that we showed. If you want to see what the image looks like on top of the original one, you can click here, move it back in place like that. And then you can hide this layer if you just want to see the image that you've removed the background from. And as always, whenever you're finished, you just export it. So export, quick export as PNG, and then we'll just export it to our downloads folder. And that is it for this week's episode of Ace Adobe. We hope you guys found this tutorial helpful and that you learned something new that you can apply to your own projects in the future. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and follow the Boynton Beach City Library on our social channels so you never miss out on new programs. And check out boyntonlibrary.org for even more information on what's going on at your library. Thanks everyone and have a great day.